So Darci's Corner. This week is Transgender Awareness Week, and somebody was talking about November should be Transgender Awareness Month. Uh, I can see why that would upset some people because we've already got Pride Month, so they're like, "Why should you get 2 months?" I can understand people being upset about that. Anyway, but it's Transgender Awareness Week, and I've been wondering what to say about it for a while now. If I should even say anything. I honestly hate making a big deal about it. I mean, I enjoy attention if it's positive, but if it's not positive, obviously I don't want it, and I don't want to be in people's faces about it, really. Um, Nobody likes that person who has to get in your face to make you get involved in this program or that cause. It's annoying, and it's like sometimes I just don't want to think about that thing or be involved in that thing. I used to feel that way about the Gay Pride Parade. I'm like, why are we having a parade? Why does this have to be a big deal? We know you're gay, be gay and move along and it'll be fine. But if you look into the history of the Gay Pride Parade and stuff and what started it, that was all the riots and stuff that were caused because gay rights were being oppressed to an extreme. And so it was good that those riots happened, and it was good that change happened as a result of that, and that's why they have the Pride Parade every year. Well, with the transgender community, there needs to be awareness that we exist. It needs to be out there. It needs to be in the day-to-day conversation of the average person and not be a big deal. And we need enough people saying, "Oh, we get it, you're trans already, just move along." And like it to become normalized, because it's starting to get that way now. But when I was a little kid, there was no trans awareness. Okay? When I was a little kid, and like most children, we learn social expectations through what we see in front of us. So through the behavior that's modeled by our parents or by the environments we put in, and by the stories we read and the shows we see on TV. Well, I remember being 4 years old-ish, and there was a book out called The Berenstain Bears, and it was about Papa Bear and Mama Bear and a brother bear, and eventually there was a sister bear. She was going to be born, but she wasn't born yet, and Brother Bear's bed was too big for him. And so Papa Bear fixed up Brother Bear a new bed and made his old bed into a crib for Baby Bear, who became Sister Bear. And that was great. It was a wonderful little children's story. And it taught me, little me, my role as a boy, as a brother. It taught me the role of the papa. It taught me the role of the mama. It taught me the role of the sister. At no point in time did I read a book about a transgender bear. Right? Those didn't exist. Never on TV did I see about a boy wanting to be a girl or a girl wanting to be a boy, and how it meant so much to them that they would sacrifice everything to do that. I never saw that on TV. I never read that in the storybooks. And those options, the knowledge, rather, that this condition is a thing that people have, and it's common, and some of us know as children, not all of us, but some of us do. And if we know as children, we should be okay expressing that. It should be perfectly fine for us to say, "I want the girl thing," or "I want the boy thing," regardless of what gender you are. And by the way, gender is a thing, okay? As a little child, I knew what the girl toys were. Just because I still wanted them didn't mean I didn't know it was a girl toy. I knew it was a girl toy, I just wanted it. I was fine with it being a girl toy and me playing with it. I also didn't dislike the boy toys either, okay? If I had a choice between a He-Man or a Barbie, I'd pick the He-Man. Alright, but sometimes I want to have a tea party or whatever. I want to play, with the girl toy and doing those things. But I didn't like all the girl things, just like I don't like all the boy things. Anyway, so yeah, Transgender Awareness Week. And Friday is Trans Day of Remembrance, which you're supposed to remember people, I think, who have passed, who were trans, which is a lot. I could certainly share some stories about that, about people I know who were trans, who were later killed, probably because they were trans. And that's horrible, right? But to be aware, to know that we exist, is something that everybody should be aware of, especially children. And you can teach them at a child level. You don't have to teach them about genitals and that sort of thing when they're 5. You can just teach them about gender roles, and it's okay to take on whatever gender role you think is right for you. And that conversation can be had with a 5-year-old. They can understand that it's okay to play with footballs and to play with tea parties, and it doesn't matter. Neither one of them's wrong. They're both fine. Generally speaking, girls don't like footballs and boys don't like tea parties. But that's generally speaking. You can like either one. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off now, but I just wanted to put that out there that it's Transgender Awareness Week, and everybody needs to be aware that we exist. Because if you know, the younger you know, the sooner you can decide, you can make decisions on how you want to live your life. Because I didn't even begin to know until I was 30. The ideal time for me to start transitioning would have been around 20. So I was already 10 years too late to the game. And I didn't realize until I was almost 40 that you can't shake this thing. It doesn't go away just because you put it away for a while. It just comes out in other areas and it gives you all kinds of anxiety and grief. So you can't hide from it. You have to address it. And it's important that people are aware, that children are aware, that you're not alone, that people can help you get through this, and you will be happier if you can be yourself. If you live in an area, in a part of the world where you can safely transition, where you can safely be yourself, do it. Don't stay hidden if you don't have to. Now, this is obviously this advice doesn't not apply to people who are in parts of the world where if people find out you're trans, they'll chop off your head or your hands, or they'll do horrible things to you. And the rest of the free world is very upset about those situations. Not upset enough to do anything about it, but we care. But if you're in a part of the world where you are free to live as yourself, please do it. You're not alone, and there's millions of us out there, and if we can help each other, we should. Anyway, I'm going to let this go now, and stay safe.